Any of y'all playing video games?
Yes, we are.
Cool.
Yes, we are.
Corey, you want to go first?
Yeah, I played a lot of Destiny this weekend, but in preparation for that weird little Titanfall spinoff that we started hearing about over the weekend, I played a little bit of Titanfall 2.
Ooh.
And let me tell you what, that is a very fun video game to play.
Now you played campaign, right?
I actually jumped into some multiplayer and got wrecked. I got wrecked, but it was still fun.
What on Xbox?
Yeah.
What mode you play?
Just team. Okay. I think just whatever the team deathmatch is called.
Okay, cool.
But I actually have it installed on PlayStation also, Moose, if you wanna. Because like I got it on Xbox and then it was on sale on PlayStation. I'm like, well, I got a lot of friends that played on PlayStation too. I might as well get it.
It's probably going to see a resurge because of the spinoff.
Yeah. So is Apex Legends like part of Titanfall 2, or is it just a free mode that you separate download?
It's a free mode. It's like 18 gigabytes. You have to download separately, and then it has nothing. The only like similarities is the gunplay, the guns, and that's pretty much it.
So is it?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I would take hand over fist.
What?
That game.
Oh,
it's awesome.
You stopped. I thought you were doing a dramatic pause, and then you didn't keep going.
No, I said which I would take hand over fist.
So before I talk, go into how much I'm enjoying it. Finish what you were saying, Corey. So you played some Titanfall 2, enjoying that.
Yeah, and I like the campaign. I should probably finish because I know there's some pretty impressive parts in that campaign. But I've been playing a lot of that. I've been trying to finish up New Super Mario Bros. U and Valkyria Chronicles, which is they're kind of like I'm on the couch and watching.
Is that 4?
What?
The Valkyria Chronicles. Is that 4?
I started 4 and then I went back to 1 because
to 1. Okay.
The campaigns are kind of like they happen parallel to each other. Okay. And I feel like I would get more out of 4 if I went back to 1 because 4 is like the real sequel to 1. Mm-hmm. Because there is crossover between characters and paths and campaigns and stuff.
Okay.
So I feel like I would get more out of 4 if I played 1 first. And, since Nintendo refuses to tell me when we're getting Fire Emblem, I'm just going to be playing some Valkyria Chronicles.
They're like never jackass.
I know. They're, man, never getting Metroid, never getting Fire Emblem. I'm just kidding. So that's
watching 2 years they cancel Metroid. Respawn's working on it now.
I mean, you know what? I would be all right if they made a Metroid game that felt like Titanfall.
Right? Just
saying. I mean, I know it wouldn't be a true quote unquote Metroid game, but it would be fun. So, but I've been playing. That's kind of all I've been playing. I've also been working on the website, and Matt and I recorded Saturday for a good,
2 hours,
half hour, quote unquote.
Wow, 2 hours. Guys.
Yeah, for the best of episode. So it's coming. February 23rd. It's dropping. I think it's a Saturday. I'm not 100% sure. But February 23rd, it's coming.
Yes, it's a Saturday.
Because that is our breakout anniversary.
So 3 years ago.
Nice. Cool.
So there you go. Best of episode. There's my plug for the day.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think that is all Sam Hall's fault, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think he would. I think he emailed about it, and like you had mentioned it maybe just prior, and then all of a sudden you started working on it, didn't tell anybody about it, and now
I'm starting to get people's videos and stuff. Like I got Nerd Overdrives yesterday. It's pretty exciting, and then I have Moose and Jeff's, and then I have Jesse and Ed's, and mine and Matt's, and then friend of the show Joey P's incoming. So,
Yeah.
so I talked to Joey. He's gonna come on a show in like a couple weeks. So
Cool.
Oh, that's cool.
pretty hyped to have
Nice.
the JP back. You know.
Yeah.
So, but that's kind of all I've been playing. Nothing really new to report on anything because, I played the Anthem demo again this weekend, and
Anything
Man.
new to report?
no, dude, I'm like, I really hope I'm not disappointed in this game because there's a channel that we do called Javelins for Hire, and it's an Anthem channel. So
I mean, your first episode could be like, "Look, we don't want to do this anymore."
Yeah. You don't have to commit to the channel if the
Yeah,
game.
I mean, look.
no,
if
I know.
Even if you hated the Division, we could get Jeff to replace you and me, Jason and Jeff. And Jesse, we could all talk about it.
True. That's true. That's fine.
I mean, and don't get it twisted. The Division 2 could just be a hot dumpster fire as well. And at that point, you're just like, I'm not going to the dark zone anymore. Forget these junkies. Fine. If we try stuff and it doesn't, if you don't like the game, don't do the show.
Yeah, I know. But that's all I've been playing. I played as the Colossus Titan, and the Colossus Titan is pretty cool. I like my biggest issue, like I said last week, with Anthem right now is the gunplay. It's not fun to shoot things in that game. Everything is a bullet sponge. Everything relies on comboing with friends, other javelins and stuff. And like if you're playing by yourself, man, you're not going to get anything out of this game. I'm telling you right now. So, but Jesse played a lot. He said he really enjoyed the Interceptor, which is the kind of fast-paced stealth ninja style javelin. So
Okay.
he said he really enjoyed that javelin, and he said he still enjoys the Ranger probably the best, which is like the most universal one. So
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I have to report. I'm gonna play Anthem. I'm just so far, man. What I've played, maybe I just need to get into the story. Maybe I need to realize like it's a BioWare game. I just like, man, I just cannot get into it right now.
Mm-hmm.
That demo just did not do any. It didn't give me any more hype. It actually kind of is turning me off a little bit, to be quite honest. But that's just me. So, anyways, that's all I've been playing.
Given the conversation we had last week and how we're talking about it today, I hope EA gives them enough time to support this game because that does not sound good.
No, it's
because let's be honest. Given the whole Amy Hennig thing that happened recently and all the Star Wars cancellations that they've been doing, I'm scared for Respawn now.
Wait,
yeah.
why would you be scared for Respawn?
Because they're working on a Star Wars game.
Yeah. I mean,
And
my thing
I
is
feel like
And
I mean-
Titanfall 2 was not the most successful thing, despite being good. It was not the most successful thing out there.
I am hearing good things about the Apex Legends though so far.
I mean, yeah, I hope. So let's go to Moose.
I would
Because
like,
he's over
not-
there not screaming, but screaming.
not that like Apex. I would feel really bad for Respawn, but I feel like what if everybody downloads Apex Legends and doesn't spend a penny on it?
Yeah.
They just play it for free. And I would feel really bad for Respawn, but I would laugh because it's EA's big like battle royale thing, which is funny because the Battlefield battle royale game comes out in like 3 weeks. They're doing the same thing.
What if Apex Legends becomes adult Fortnite? That would be good.
Could be.
good.
There's no building.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the building thing, but like just all of a sudden,
Like adult gamers play it more than
like the Gen Xers, Gen Yers are into Apex Legends, but the millennials are still doing that Fortnite thing.
It's yeah. I can see that happening.
So Moose, you've been playing Apex Legends. What else you been playing before you get into that?
I've been playing a lot of Division, enjoying the hell out of that, trying to just spending time gearing up and having fun with it. Playing like daily missions on hard and challenging, trying to get better gear, get a better gear score. There's stuff you can earn in the game towards. Basically, I'm trying to get better gear for the Dark Zone, to go into the Dark Zone and try an attempt to get the Rogue trophy.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to find. I was advised on which. Like, I'm using the Fire. I think it's called the Firebrand or the Firebird gear set. And so basically, what it does is like your turret that you throw out can spit fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the set just increases the amount of damage the fire does. It increases the distance that it has. And basically, like I just melt enemies. Like if I'm playing on hard in like a tier 3 world, which that's what I play with Jason, because he's not geared enough to get, because the worlds can be tiered from 1 through 5, and you get better gear as you go, but then also like enemies spawn at a certain level as you go higher. And I think it's 35 or 36 is world 5. But anyway, so I need, that is a PvE set, and I need to find a PvP set. And so like I've been advised on what to get. So now I just have to like play enough hard missions to actually get the drops, to actually switch over and try and go into the Dark Zone. But been playing that. I did play a little bit of Hong Kong Massacre, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoy that game. It's a little weird because like you can't see like what you're going into, but like the cool thing is like you have a cool like a bullet time feature on L1, I think it is.
Mm-hmm. L2.
It's L2, and then you have a dodge on R2, and then it's basically just like left and right sticks move you, and it's a twin stick shooter, and then obviously R2 shoots, and so like you're running into like a room, so it's basically built to be a little bit faster. So you're like less strategic. It's more aggressive. It's kind of like, I would say if Hotline Miami is to Dark Souls, I feel like Hong Kong Massacre would be like Bloodborne, would be to Bloodborne. Like it would be to like just get in there, get aggressive, like run into a room. Oh, hey, this guy over here is trying to shoot you with a shotgun blast. Slow down time, dodge over it, and shooting his direction as you're like doing a spinning like flip over to land on your feet, and then go after the next guy. Like it's pretty badass. It's a fun game. So Division, Hong Kong Massacre, and then been playing a lot of the, what is it, Rogue Sky Rogue,
Yeah.
Sky Rogue on Switch. Still loving that. And then a lot, like I played like 10 to 12 rounds of Apex Legends. And if you liked Titanfall at all, everybody loves it because of the Titans, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you spend the vast majority of your time outside your Titan. Well,
I actually really like Titanfall because of the pilot movement. Like the Titans are a cool aspect. They're like a cool secondary like thing, you can call it. They're kind of like when you're playing Call of Duty, they kind of remind me of like when you would call on an airstrike, or you know, when you call on a care package or something. Like that's what a Titan reminds me of, but it's one that you can actually control yourself, which is cool. But like
as long as it's alive,
I played a lot of Titanfall 1, and like when I was playing Titanfall 1 a lot, like I would always have the Titan follow me around, or you know, stand guard while me and my teammates were like trying to accomplish an objective, or you know, trying to take out the other team. So, I mean, there's a lot of like the Titans are really versatile, and I like to use them as like a secondary thing while I'm controlling the pilot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I liked the pilot movement as well too. I liked the modes that they had. Like they had the Fire Strike or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was like pilot based. They had pilot versus pilot, which was just pilots versus pilot, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a mode where it was like kind of like capture the flag, but you only had like 60 seconds to do it or something like that. That was a lot of fun. And it was like you were once and done. Like you didn't respawn. You respawned in the next match. But anyways, so Apex Legends, download it, hopped in with a buddy of mine. It's pretty cool. Like you just pick a point. Like it's 3 people to a squad. I think there's 8 characters and 6 of them are unlocked. 2 of them are locked behind a paywall, which is fine, whatever, because like I found like three characters that I like to use, and then I saw 2 additional ones that I'm like, I could use those if I have to. So I don't really feel the need to buy the characters that are behind the paywall. You just buy them if you want them. You basically just when you squad up and you guys are ready, you get like a timer that goes down across the screen, and you might end up in first place, second place, or third place to pick. And whatever place you're in, you have to wait for your turn to pick which character you want to use. So you might not get your character because someone else might pick them, and so you'll just have to pick a random. And then like somebody is designated like the jump leader. He basically picks where everybody drops, but you can break away and go wherever you want if you don't want to follow him. But like it has weapons on the ground that are like blackout and stuff like that. It's got body armor. You get a helmet. They're tiered, so you get like white. I've seen white, blue, and purple. I haven't seen like like an orange or anything. And then you get the weapons like we're in Titanfall. So you get like the flatline. You get the devotion. Well, the flatline was an assault rifle, and the devotion was a like LMG. But like you'll get these weapons that are like in Titanfall. And then you move exactly like a pilot in Titanfall. Like you run, and then you can slide. You can bunny hop to move across places faster. If you put your gun away, you run faster. I find the combat is a lot better than Black Ops. Like I feel like I survive longer in Blackout than I do this. Like I came out of one match and had like 4 kills. And I was like, okay, what is going on here? So, like I feel like it might just be people trying to get used to like Titanfall, but it's awesome. It's fun to play. I'm having a blast with it. Like they have different characters that picked up some of the pilot specialties from Titanfall 1. Like there's one character that has the grappling hook that you could equip to your pilot. One person has the disappearing trick. I played a soldier. She basically has like a smoke screen that you could fire up, and it'll basically cover the area in a smoke screen so that they can't see you. So like if you're trying to retrieve like there's crates that are already in the game, and if you find them, you can throw up the smoke screen so people can't see you while you're collecting your gear. And then like there's one guy that carries a shield, and then he has a like it'll be like a like in Helldivers, Matt, the shredder. Like it's like a
like a nuke drop.
Yeah, but it's not nuke. It's just like it's like a
airstrike.
Yeah, it's an airstrike. Thank you. I was like, I can't think of the freaking word to say. But like you earn points to it. So you get like a passive skill. You get a skill on L1, and then you get a skill on L1 and R1. And so you have to like the longer you're in the game, the more time you're building up to get your L1 R1 skill. And it doesn't work off kills like Call of Duty does with like the battery, which has the grenade launcher, like the classes that are in for like regular multiplayer, not Blackout.
It's not like relying on kill streaks or anything.
No, it's not relying on kill streaks or anything. It's just relying on a time. And so like you just move, and like we were just like hauling ass. I feel like when I was interacting with other enemies, like I had a fair chance. I feel like it's more balanced than Blackout is. And then also what's pretty cool is like they have a respawn mode to it. And it's not like a specialty. It's like built in. So like if the 3 of us were playing and both of you guys went down, but I wiped the people that were trying to take us out, I could pick up Matt's flag and I run it to a machine and I turn it in and you respawn. Then I can go back and pick up Corey's flag and run it over and he'll spawn. So they have like a cool respawn system already built into the game. It's not like a specialty mode like they added in Blackout recently.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get, like I said, you get armor to add, and then you get like rechargeable batteries for your shield. You'll get health, and you get obviously like you get like the scopes and the clip sizes, all that stuff to like add to your guns to like add to your survivability. So It's pretty badass. It moves fast too. Like I feel like I'm not in matches as long. I haven't even made it. I don't even know what the highest rated it is in a match that I've made it to. I was just having so much fun playing it. So it's good. I highly recommend. I mean, for free, it's only an 18 gigabyte game, and it's 90 players. It's 20 teams of 3, I think. Yeah, that would work, right? 2 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it's 60. Sorry, 60. But whatever it is, it's not 100. Sorry, I can't remember it all. I think
it's 60. It's 20 teams of 3.
So it's not like it's not relying on trying to figure out freaking what 100 people are doing. So it's pretty cool. I highly recommend checking it out. But that's what I've been playing. Matt, how about you?
I've been playing a lot. I'll get the weird stuff out of the way first. I've been playing this thing called Vassal. Vassal is a tabletop. I guess the best way to say it is a tabletop engine. I've been using it to play Guild Ball.
Okay, cool.
And it only really works if you know how whatever game you're playing with it. If you have to basically know how the game works in order to use it well. I basically I found that it was finally available on Mac, downloaded it, played it. A guy from the Ukraine named Sid showed me around. And apparently he's the guy who is now handling development of it, which is really fascinating. But he basically took me through, like we started a game. We haven't actually finished it. I am up 8-6, I believe. And I'm up 6. It might be 6-4, but either way, playing Guild Ball online because I can't get to anybody that plays it physically. But it's really fun. It's a more time-consuming way to play it. But hey, I'm getting games in. Reba and I yesterday played a card game called Keyforge. If you've not heard of Keyforge is designed by Richard Garfield, the guy who designed Magic the Gathering. Instead of actually buying packs and hoping you get good cards, you buy decks. The decks are $10 a piece, so the barrier of entry is not very high. And you can basically play game after game with said deck. We had a ball learning that game. Reba actually said to me yesterday she said this morning that might be one of the better games we've played together. So we will probably be playing that again. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the mechanics are very similar to Magic the Gathering, but it's not near as obtuse and time intensive. There's no mana. It's actually really great. While the game we played, because we're both new, it took us a long time. I feel like you could probably get games as quick as between 20 and 30 minutes. If both players are kind of like firing on cylinders. The last weird nerdy thing I got into before I go to video games, I've been watching Mobile Suit Gundam. Okay. I had watched Gundam Wing, I guess, as it was on American television back in the 90s, but it was very I didn't understand it because it seemed like the episodes aired in not in order, so nothing made sense episode to episode. But I've watched the first 4 episodes of the original run. That show's good, man. Like I finally get why Austin Walker's always talking about it, because there's some cool shit in that game. Like the opening is like it's almost kind of Bolshevik revolution-y. There's political intrigue, and when they finally get to the mech stuff, it's really fun to watch. Like that's a good ass show. The soundtrack is very synthwave John Williams. If that makes sense to anybody. But yeah, no, I will continue to watch that. That's really good. That has actually gotten me interested in playing mech games. So I have re-downloaded Galaxy. I've re-downloaded Titanfall. I've re-downloaded a ton of giant robot games that I actually didn't get to play last night, but probably going to be exposing myself to in the future again, or re-exposing, I should say. Game-wise, I platinumed Onrush. That was platinum.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. That was platinum number 112. That game's good. I'm glad to be done with it.
Understandable.
But yeah, it's that the final set of challenges in that game are really annoying. But that game, yeah, the mechanic. Well, when you get to the one where there's like where it requires you to do 12 takeouts, let me know. I still have the game on my system, and I will.
With what though? Did they make it difficult and make it like 12 takeouts with a bike? Is it?
No, it's with a Titan.
Is it in one race?
Yeah, it's in one race.
Oh, see now, woo! Yeah. That's where it's difficult.
Yeah, that was annoying.
We had an interesting time doing. I think it was the 15 or 18 across a tournament. So it was like 3 races.
Yeah,
we had to try it twice. So okay, that's okay. Interesting.
I got to the point where it depended on what car I was using. Like I would definitely be if it was that situation. I'm like okay. Depending on what each race challenge is, like if it's countdown or lockdown, like I could pick a car that I could get takeouts with in that particular situation. Yeah. But doing it with a Titan, those things are fucking slow.
They are.
And everybody on your team is a Titan, but everybody on the other team can be whatever they want.
Yeah.
So if you're like 5 or 6 Titans against a team full of bikes, your teammates are taking out everybody. So you can't get in like damn it, AI, tone it down. You're making me look bad. But
I'm the star here.
Yeah, this is my game. And then I played Hong Kong Massacre a lot last night and this morning. That game is I remember vaguely you telling me over Facebook like not to play it like Hotline Miami. And almost immediately I didn't understand why. And I think that's because I mean I'm not going to say you're wrong because I think you could play any game however you want. But yeah, I that game is very Hotline Miami in the best ways. I like the slowdown mechanic. I like the dodge roll mechanic that they have. The soundtrack fucking slaps. Like that game is good. I feel like it straddles the difficulty line between Hotline Miami 1 and 2, where Hotline Miami was difficult and fast, but you were always able to just get right back in. And there are sections of Hotline Miami 2 that are just like, no, fuck you, player. If you can get through this, good for you, but fuck you as well. But it's really good. Play that game. I mean, it's $20 on PSN. I don't know where else it is. I'm assuming it's other places, but it's really good. I mean, it has like that obtuse story thing going on where, yeah, there's some tacit storyline that threads through Hotline Miami that makes absolutely no sense, but neither do most of the missions. Hong Kong Massacre is really good. I also play something else. Why do I think I played something else?
Maybe you played something else.
I did play a little bit of Hitman. I think
you streamed it. I think today.
I did stream it today. I'm thinking like my time doing daily streams of that game might be winding down.
Well, you said you were getting close to like completing it as far as all the trophies, so I could see how you would want to move on to something else.
Like I've gotten all the trophies in the Hitman 2 stuff. I've not gotten them in Hitman 1.
So would you move now? Is all the Hitman 1 content in Hitman 2?
Yeah.
Oh, so would you want to? You could do that.
I was doing that today, and I was like, I actually hit a weird roadblock where I've done all the story missions in Paris, but the trophy didn't pop, and I was like, what's happening here? So I'm thinking I might actually have to go back through and make sure I complete the missions, like where you do all the stories and then finish the mission. Because in 2 you could see a storyline through to its completion. And if the completion isn't killing a target, you can actually do a complete other storyline before. So I'm thinking you have to do the story in one and kill the target. So I'm gonna do a little bit of research on that. But yeah, Hitman in general is really fun. I've not done a lot of the escalation things that have happened since release. I did none of the escalations that are in one, and there's one or two for every map. So I say I think my time is winding down. That doesn't mean it is. And I'm still in the midst of working on License to Kill stuff. I have 2 full missions designed. I just need to do text for them.
Okay.
So that game is fucking great, man. It still is, and I'm not tired of playing it. I will do Elusive Targets as they come out. They just released their roadmap for February today, which I haven't looked at yet, but that'll probably be interesting. And I think that's it game wise.